Alright guys, so today I've got a video on the cold steel. It's the so it's the cold steel Steel Tiger. If it'll focus. Alright, so it's the Steel Tiger. It's a Karambit. It's got a needle tip. I mean, this thing is razor sharp. It's got a super grippy handle. It's got a nice ring for your finger and this nice little indention for your thumb with that jimping on it. But I ordered this knife a little while ago. I've had it for a little bit. Honestly, I've not packed it a whole lot, just because I don't know. I ordered it, and then it was like it came in, and it was a lot crazier than I thought it would be. Not in a bad way, but it was like I couldn't make myself carry it just because it's not really my style. A Karambit period isn't my style. I just thought it was cool. It was more like I wanted it, but not really to pack. You know, just kind of one of those things to have. But I was doing a little research. Not really research. I was watching videos on YouTube, and this guy was like an ex-Navy SEAL or something. And he said that he uses it for like bushcrafty type stuff. So I thought, I mean, it's not your typical bushcraft style knife, for sure. I know it was like, used to be like an old farm tool or something like that. You know, back before it was a full knife and stuff. But I just figured I would take it and kind of test how good it actually would be as a bushcraft knife. So it's, let's see, it's AUS. You see it there? Yeah, it's AUS 8A, which I feel like most cold steels, I don't know, I feel like that's pretty typical on a cold steel. It's not bad steel, in my opinion. Now, some people might disagree and say otherwise, but I think for a bushcraft knife, the AUS 8 is plenty good, because it's not super hard, so you can sharpen it. So if you was out in the bush or something, I mean, you're going to be able to put an edge on it. Whereas with some of these newer knife steels, yeah, they're hard, and yeah, it's going to take it a while to get dull, but you're more likely to need, like, you know, more of a dedicated sharpener to sharpen it, in my opinion. Now, some people might just be able to throw it on their stone and be good, but I can't. So I figured, you know, AUS 8 is fine. It's fine for me. Now, one thing with this knife is I was trying to look, you know, like how far the tang actually came into the knife, and I couldn't really find anything, because it doesn't have any kind of pins, as you can see on either side. Which, I mean, I've had multiple cold steels, and I feel like they're some of the best built knives out there, especially for the price. But that's one thing. I'm not sure how far this tang goes in this knife, but I mean, it's obviously, it's sturdy. Like, you can't wiggle it or anything. But I think it'll be a cool test to see how actually good this knife would be, potentially, for a bushcraft knife. So let's do a couple tests and we'll see what happens. Alright, so first off, now AUS 8 I do believe will rust, so I'm not going to get the blade in it, but it's got a super grippy rubber handle. So I'm just gonna kind of get it wet and see, because that's what one of the things it was talking about on the website itself is how grippy it is. I mean, with the hole, yeah, you can get a good grip on it. Let me grab a stick over here. So just, oh yeah, making feather sticks, no problem. I mean, I'm not, probably wouldn't make a fire with this particular piece of wood, but just because I found it on the ground. But I mean, the grip is fine. It's super grippy. Even when wet, I mean, it does, you know, kind of make maybe a little bit tougher, you know, but still super grippy. And you know, this knife is razor sharp. It's crazy how sharp it is, and that point right there, let's see, let's get it focused in, is just crazy just how sharp that point gets. But so I'd say first test as far as like the grippiness goes, I mean, yep, super grippy. You'd be able to feather stick or cut in the rain. And I mean, not even all bushcraft knives are like that. You get, you know, some of the wood and micarta and stuff gets slick, but this, super grippy. And you kind of seen some of the feather sticks it would make, but let's try something else. Alright, so now I want to kind of just baton this right here. I don't feel like it's going to have much problem, but it's just not the right shape. So let's see how it does. Well, it done pretty good. I'm not gonna say I'm surprised, but it kind of done better than I thought it would. Alright, so now let's see how well this thing strikes a ferro rod. The spine of it's kind of sharp, but it doesn't feel quite like a 90-degree spine. But it's also got that coating on it, so oh yeah, through sparks just like it was nothing. So you can see just from that's not from throwing sparks, that's from batoning, but you can't really see it on camera, but it kind of took some of the coating off, which I'm gonna be honest, that's not a big deal for me. I think this coating's kind of, it's just gonna happen with it. But it definitely threw sparks. So let's see what else we can do with it. Alright, so let's see how well it'll do some simple notching. Well, it didn't take very long for that. I can go a little bit deeper, but I mean, I think we got the idea. So, alright, so here it is again, overall. Could you use this as a bushcraft knife? I'm going to say 100%. Would it be my first pick of a bushcraft knife? Probably not. But I'll be honest, if I was to get used to it, just because it's, you know, got that curve to it, it's a little bit different than what you always use. I feel like I could get used to it, and it's a beefy knife. You get a good grip on it. I mean, back here it's about a 1/4 inch thick, and then it tapers all the way into like a needle point. So I mean, I could possibly see where that would maybe be a downfall to it at the very tip. But I'd say overall that this could 100% be used as a bushcraft knife and be just as good as probably nearly anything else. So hope you like it. If you've got, you know, if you do, hit that subscribe button, leave me a comment, like it, share it with all your friends, and I'll see you on the next one.